So, people have figured out how to gamble on Valorant. And no, I'm not talking about loot boxes. I'm talking about people betting cryptocurrency on pro players' ranked games. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I definitely didn't have that on my 2023 bingo card. But if you did, congrats on the free space. Not only that, but people nowadays have been doing a lot of sketchy things on their accounts. People are wondering when Riot is finally going to bring down the ban hammer on some of these terms of service lawbreakers. They're ruining the game for you, for me, the entire community, and it's about time you guys learned about this. Later in this video, we're also going to be talking about smurfing, account boosting, and cheating. The funny thing about that is that you don't need any of these things to hit a high rank. I promise. There are ways to rank up in this game and not break Riot's terms of service. And it's hard to hear, but you are the reason why you're not ranking up. You're the only consistent factor in your games. Yes, you'll have games that you can't help losing, but you control your rank. Our job at SkillCapped is to help you rank up. No, we're not going to boost you. We teach fundamentals, ways to improve, and most importantly, want to see you succeed. With our endless amounts of ways to help you improve, from online courses to countless VOD reviews and coaching sessions that you can watch, or our on-demand Ask a Pro Discord server, there's a ton more. What I'm saying is that it's near impossible for us not to find a way to help you. So quit wasting our art and come check us out at SkillCapped. We'll be waiting. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm sitting here trying to figure out a good way to start this video off, but I'm drawing a blank, so I'm just gonna be straight up. There are small private Discord servers that bet cryptocurrency on pro players' ranked games. This is bad. This is very bad. If you think that getting a smurf in your game every now and then is bad, imagine having people put money on whether or not you lose. Now let's say a guy bets for you to lose your next ranked game. Then he Q snipes you and ends up on your team. This guy is literally going to intentionally miss shots, miss utility, or might even AFK your game. Or worse, let's say someone bets on Shazaz's game, for example, and he notices that his friend is in the game. He could say something like, "Hey Jimmy, I'll split my winnings with you if you throw your ranked game." This is a real thing that's happening. It's not like you can do anything about this story either. Like, "Hey Sova, I know you can't shoot well this game, so can you air down mid for me instead?" You willingly have to sit there and play a 6 versus 4. And that's not the worst part of it. Think about it. Why do people queue ranked at a high level? Well, amateurs play to get noticed and build themselves a name in the scene. Pros play it to practice outside of their team's scrimmages. Content creators use ranked for content. And lower ranked players watch it for entertainment and to learn from better players themselves. Now, if one of those 10 players in the game is purposely throwing the game, all of these things are ruined for everyone. Every single one of these people are now wasting 40 minutes of their day to sit in a game that's heavily skewed to one side. Amateurs and pros don't get their practice, content creators don't get their content, and players won't learn as much from these games. It simply ruins Valorant for so many people. Everyone in this situation just has to sit there and waste 40 minutes of their day and can't do anything about it. Now, Riot has yet to say anything about the matter, but popular players in the community have been talking about it non-stop recently. And rightfully so. Players are suspicious that they're getting crypto throwers in their games very often. This is the same thing as professional athletes betting on their own games and influencing the outcome for their personal gain. As you could imagine, this is outlawed by every sports league in the world. And if you're caught, you're thrown out of the league. So what can Riot do? Well, to be honest, I'm not too sure. But this is against their terms of service. People who are intentionally throwing and are ruining the competitive integrity of their game can be permanently banned from Valorant. But it's hard to tell who's purposely throwing from someone who's simply having a bad game. The only real way you can punish these people is if they're caught in these discords. We link their Discord accounts to their Valorant accounts and then we ban them. But I don't know, maybe Riot can take legal action against these betting websites? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I think I have a potential solution for Riot that wouldn't be too hard to do. And this could work for multiple problems they're having. So stick around because I think it's a pretty good idea. But unfortunately, this isn't the only thing ruining ranked games. There is currently a big boosting issue that's going on, meaning people are paying for boosting services. This means Smurfs will hop onto Iron accounts and 5-stack with you to gain elo and boost you to a higher rank. This probably isn't too healthy for the game. Pro players are also complaining that people have been blatantly getting boosted into higher elos abusing this method. This is straight up messed up. It devalues the ranking system overall. Like, what's the point of hitting that rank you've always wanted to if you could just, I don't know, pay your way up there? It's kind of taken away that special feeling of being a high rank, and people are getting boosted a lot. And these boosted people aren't even discreet about it. You'll see teams of 4 irons paired with 1 immortal player plowing through 5-stack games. The only way people are getting caught is through their trackers. On tracker.gg, you can see people's competitive history alongside a whole bunch of other stats. But this is seriously messed up. Again, people use ranked as a way to build a name for themselves. So if you have these random people paying their way to a higher rank, it just ruins the value of that said rank. People are literally paying for Radiant. It's like if you were to practice karate for 5 years and then finally got a black belt, but then little Timmy just bribes the karate teacher the next week to just give him the black belt and he's wearing it around like he's insane at karate or something. So what's the point of ranked if people are just paying for boosting services, throwing games, or just playing in alt accounts? I don't know. It feels like Riot should take the competitive tag off the playlist and label it something else, like a social experiment. Keep in mind, this is just another form of smurfing. People are buying low-ranked accounts to help boost their customers, 5-stack against lower ranks with their one customer on their team, and then they smurf the hell out of this game and ruin it for the 5 other people playing. With all this controversy going around, it kind of ruins my motivation to play ranked. And if you think you can get away with this, a lot of players are getting blasted on Twitter by big names if they're suspecting of you getting boosted. These people are getting busted. So it is nice seeing these people getting dragged out to the spotlight. But like I mentioned, once I get through all these issues, I'm going to share a surefire way to make people stop this boosting. Keep watching. Now, to add even more fuel to the fire, people have been abusing the remake function in Valorant. As you guys know, if someone is AFK for pistol round, the team can vote to remake and start a new game. Also, as a side note, a lot of people have been asking as to why this is even a feature anyways. The game should just automatically remake as soon as someone is AFK. But regardless, people are purposefully AFKing their pistol rounds, seeing if their teammates gain an advantage, and if they do, they play. If they're losing, they'll sit there and allow everyone to remake. Like, this is bogus. Teams should just be put into a new game if someone isn't there at the end of pistol round, no matter what. Actually, a better solution to this problem is that the game should automatically remake if someone is AFK immediately after the buy phase ends. I mean, think about it. If one of your teammates doesn't buy anything on pistol round, they're at a major disadvantage. If the game were to remake automatically right after the buy phase, no one would be able to abuse this remake voting system. Players are currently abusing it to min-max the system and make sure that their team wins the pistol round before they keep playing. This is also against the terms of service. Remember, anything that affects the competitive integrity of the game can get you punished. Like I said, I think it's time I bust out some of these solutions I've been talking about. So if Riot wants to ban these Smurf accounts that are boosting people, that isn't going to work. These services are simply going to start up another account and get back to boosting. What they should do instead is separate 5-stack queue from regular ranked queue. But Teats, that's already a thing. 5 stacks can only go up against other 5 stacks. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that they should copy what they're doing over in League of Legends. Players have a completely separate rank that has nothing to do with their normal rank. This is called flex queue. You can 3 to 5 stack in this game mode and have an entirely different rank. Then you would have solo/duo queue where your normal rank is now, if that makes sense. So someone could be immortal in solo and duo queue, but be like diamond in flex queue. And from what I'm told, no one really cares nearly as much about their flex queue rank. It's more for fun and in playing with your friends and whatnot. Now just add the same thing to Valorant and we'll finally snuff out those boosted berries. Okay, so how do you ban these crypto bettors? Well, this is pretty hard to do. There's no magic way to know if someone is purposely throwing or just having a bad day. And you can't just start banning people for being in certain discords. Just because you're associated with people who are doing this, that doesn't mean you should be punished as well. But I mean, you probably should say something or leave the discord at least. The only thing I can imagine Riot doing is attacking these betting websites head on. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I make YouTube videos. I don't know all the legal jargon or what they can go after them for, but I'm sure Riot could at least scare them into closing or doing something. Legal action requires a lot of time and money, and Riot crushes any of these weird crypto sites when it comes to these resources. Like as of recent, popular esports betting site esportsbet.io has withdrawn the ability to bet on League of Legends solo queue games on its site after people's concerns about high elo win trading as a result of this crypto betting. So if Riot wanted to, I'm sure they could rattle these sites and bring back the competitive integrity of ranked. From the sounds of it, 2023 is off to a rocky start. Boosting, crypto throwing, match fixing, remaking, and more have all been a problem for a while apparently. But as of recent, it's gotten worse and people are fed up with it. But honestly, I have faith in Riot that they'll do the right thing and take care of business. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel down below. It really does help us out. But before you go, know that today's video isn't supposed to be a spotlight for those betting or boosting websites. As a matter of fact, this video should discourage you from doing any of this BS. You don't need this stuff to rank up. You should be looking to actively improve and get better. That's where we come in with our services at SkillCapped. Like I mentioned before, we have a long list of Radiant produced courses, VOD reviews, coaching sessions, a private Ask a Pro channel in our Discord with exclusive access to all of our coaches, and a ton more. We literally have all the tools you could possibly need to get better at this game. Screw these boosting or cheating websites. Earn your spot on the leaderboard. So what are you waiting for? You have nothing to lose. Head on over to skillcapped.com and get started on your way to that rank that you know you deserve. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening, guys. I'm Teats, and we here at SkillCapped want to thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.